Hello, friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind God Updates and God Too, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Michael J. Fox gets a standing ovation, and as he rises from his wheelchair, the crowd goes wild. Written by Mel Johnson, read by Julie Provost. Michael J. Fox received a standing ovation as he made a rare appearance at the 2024 BAFTA Awards. And if you thought the crowd was clapping hard as Michael entered the stage, just wait until the actor gets out of his wheelchair to give his speech. Thanks to playing Alex B. Keaton on the popular 80s TV sitcom Family Ties and Marty McFly in the Back to the Future movie trilogy, Michael J. Fox has long been considered an iconic actor, but he also suffered for more than 3 decades from a chronic disease. In 1991, at the young age of 29, doctors diagnosed Michael J. Fox with Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's is a progressive disorder of the central nervous system. It occurs when brain cells that make dopamine, chemical that coordinate movement, stop working or die. There have been a range of symptoms, including movement issues like tremors and balance problems, as well as other complications like fatigue and cognitive impairments. While treatments are available, cure for Parkinson's doesn't currently exist. A person must live with the disorder, which will ultimately get progressively worse. It certainly made a huge impact on Michael J. Fox's life. However, the star has handled his illness in such an inspiring way, creating the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. Through his nonprofit, the actor has poured time and resources into seeking a cure. The organization also provides education and support for others who suffer from this disease. So it comes as no surprise that during one of his rare public appearances, the crowd would honor Michael J. Fox with a standing ovation. The degenerative nature of Parkinson's disease makes mobility difficult for Michael, and as a result, the actor doesn't make nearly as many appearances as he did years ago. However, the 62-year-old did attend the 2024 BAFTA Film Awards in London to present the award in the Best Film category. As an attendant pushed Michael J. Fox in a wheelchair across the stage, applause broke out, building into an enthusiastic standing ovation. However, as Michael rose from his wheelchair and stepped to the podium for his speech, the cheering reached a fever pitch. Filled with smiles, whistles, shouts, and even tears, Michael's appearance made an impact on everyone in the room. Michael gave thanks for the touching welcome. Then he acknowledged the power movies can have in our lives. They're the best of what we do. No matter who you are or where you're from, these films can bring us together, he said. There's a reason why they say movies are magic, because a movie can change your day. And change your outlook, it can sometimes even change your life. From there, Michael went on to present the final award of the evening for the Best Film category. Oppenheimer won. And it's the impact of seeing this inspirational overcomer bravely facing this illness and paving a path of healing for others that makes the moment so powerful. We will all face difficult challenges in this life, but we can draw close to God, who will not only strengthen us, but he will also provide us with opportunities to use the trials we go through to help others. Praise be to the God and Father, our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercies and the God of all comfort, who give us comfort in all our troubles, so that we may be able to give comfort to others who are in trouble, through the comfort for which we ourselves are comforted by God. For as we undergo more of the pain which Christ underwent, so does our comfort become greater. 2 Corinthians 1, 3-5. A dog and his veteran owner stay together till the very end, passing away just hours apart. Written by Mel Johnson, read by Julie Provost. A dog and his veteran owner, Daniel Hove, share a special bond right up until the very end. Daniel Hove spent years in the U.S. Air Force serving his country. Then, upon retiring, the veteran transitioned to serving his community in Wisconsin as the assistant fire chief for the Burnsville Fire Department. He was someone that his department really relied on to innovate, educate, train, and keep up with a new firefighting technique. Daniel's daughter, Heather Nicole, explained, in 2012, Daniel Hove retired from the job he loved after doctors diagnosed him with pancreatic cancer. Daniel spent years fighting the terrible disease, and he had tons of support from family, friends. But his beloved 11-year-old Labrador, Gunner, remained by his side every step of the way. The beautiful devotion of this dog to his veteran owner held constant right up to the very end. As Daniel's battle grew more difficult, Gunnar too became ill, and he experienced the highs and lows right along with his favorite human. When my dad would get agitated, the dog would get agitated, Heather explained. My dad was restless. The dog was restless. My dad was unresponsive. The dog was unresponsive. So once we saw how the dog was doing, he wasn't moving much anymore. Not doing well, we knew it was coming. As Gunnar's suffering hit its pinnacle, Heather instantly knew the dog's time on Earth was done. She rushed Gunnar to an animal hospital where the veterinarian put him to sleep. And soon after Gunnar crossed the Rainbow Bridge, Daniel found his healing in heaven. About an hour and a half later, my dad was gone too, she said. Inseparable in life, the dog and his beloved veteran owner also remained that way in death. They were best buddies till the end, Heather remarked. She went on to say, "We knew they were going to go together. We just didn't know it was going to be hours apart. Gunnar could not be without my dad. I think he chose to go with him." God places special angels in our lives, and the story of this dog and his veteran owner is a beautiful reminder that sometimes those angels have fur instead of wings.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.